Single Simulcast is about a lot of things. This podcast may make you laugh, cry, pound your fists into your desk.
Since it's just us,
like
and I feel very close to y'all right now, I feel very comfortable talking with y'all any old sort of fucking way.
Or email us at singlesimulcast@gmail.com.
And as I say that, my son walks in, and I instantly feel badly about saying I feel comfortable talking to y'all any old sort of way. I will try your popcorn.
Simulcast.
Yes, what you put in it. Is it kettle corn? What kind of popcorn is it? Salt and pepper. Butter? Extra butter, salt and pepper. Who made it?
Me.
You made it?
Check from the heart.
Okay, gotta ask who made the potato salad. That's always important. I'm gonna try this real quick. I'm gonna look you right in the eye while I eat it too. I'm looking you right in the eye. Okay. You use the kosher salt? You use the salt in the box? Okay. So, my results after this commercial break. That's how they do it on the shows, right? They just make these niggas suffer. Alright, so.
You're doing amazing, Rashanii.
So, your popcorn, it's really good. Like, every piece had the proper amount of butter on it. I could taste the pepper, like it wasn't overpowering the pepper, and I could definitely taste the salt. Like, it wasn't too much salt. It was the perfect amount of salt. You did really good. Is this your first time making popcorn? Bro, that's your new job. No. But, I mean, if you ever want to make popcorn, you have the green light because you did really well at it. I'm pleased. Well done, you. Get out.
So we're all watching movies that can make it popcorn?
You can. That's how they do it on those TV shows. They be like, I'm going to leave y'all in suspense. Your food was, and then the music plays in the background, dun dun. Really, really good. And then the nice music starts playing. Yeah. Or it's, your food was, and then the nice music's playing. Yeah. And then they're like, they pause. Horrible. And then the dark music starts playing, dun dun. It's really messed up how they do it. It's a whole thing. Jeremy, how are you?
I am quite well. Do I sound good?
You always sound good. You sound like I don't know, something southern. Grits with molasses? Is that a southern thing? I feel like that's a southern thing that nobody in their right mind would eat in California.
Hilarious.
Do y'all really eat that? Was I guessing?
Hell no. Don't nobody eat no damn grits with molasses other than a fucking savage. Like
that's not what molasses is for. I feel like molasses is an ingredient for things, but not
for no goddamn grits.
Not a topping, not a condiment,
right?
Whatever.
Like if you meet somebody fuck just the South, anybody you meet anybody that using molasses with some goddamn grits, that's a serial killer. Fuck that.
Wouldn't it turn it black or like dark ass brown?
Right, it'd be like a white disintegrating off of Game of Thrones. Like, what the fuck?
Don't be colorism on these grits. It could be good-ish. What about...
The fuck you say?
You know what?
The hell you say?
You know what I just believe to be a completely southern thing because I think it's nasty as shit? That didn't come out right. Like
I was going to say, that came all fucked up as shit.
Wait, this isn't going to go well already. But... For real, nasty as hell, but my mom liked it, and she stayed in Oklahoma for a while, so I figured she picked it up from there. The cane ribbon syrup, is that it? The sugar cane syrup?
Mm-hmm.
That shit is gross.
Yeah.
See how you quiet? Southern niggas.
It's a bunch of...
I don't even know what that is.
It's like this syrup that doesn't taste like maple because it just tastes like it's weird, and it doesn't have a place in America. But my mom would act like it was the only syrup in the house, and then we would find out there were other syrups. She was just trying to force her will upon us because moms do that
in typical parent fashion,
right?
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you know.
I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only kid who had a parent who said that I had to eat that. There was nothing else in the house. And then as soon as I started eating, they were like, I'm going to just have cereal.
Don't you waste no damn food in this house.
Why are you eating cereal then? Because I'm grown.
Right. Well, why I got to eat this shit? Don't worry about all that. That grown folk business.
Look over the top of their glasses and you just knew the answer to that was shut the whole fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Mama didn't even cuss. She didn't even wear glasses. She just had them to tell us to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she didn't even say shut the. She didn't get it. She didn't even get it out. You already knew what time it was.
Mm-hmm. Same look she gave you when you went to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Don't you ask nothing for nothing in this goddamn store.
You know what was messed up about that was how I remember vividly getting in trouble when we didn't even do anything. We just got in trouble so my mom could prove a point to other parents whose kids were fucking up. Like that
is some next level shit right there.
Like there'd be kids, we walk into the store, my mom would be like, don't ask for nothing. We'd be like, we know. Okay, whatever. We walk into the store and there'd be some white kids. Just as the opening salvo. There were some white kids in the store wilding out.
Because that's what whiteness does. Because that's what whiteness does.
It tends to. It tends to stray. My mom leaned over to us and said, y'all better not mess around like them kids is doing or else. Like, we didn't even, what? See what you did? See what you did, Mary Rose? Like, now we're in trouble. We didn't even ask for anything. Or we go to a restaurant and there'd be kids running around in the restaurant. And my mom would be like, I wish y'all would. Would what? Order? I already know what I want. You got to be more specific. Because I don't really know what I'm in trouble for. And I'm kind of scared right now because your eyes got all big like Samuel L. Jackson. And I'm looking at these white kids running around, going out to the playground. You won't even let me go out to the playground. I'm 7. I see it. It's there. Those white kids are hogging the whole ball pit. And you're telling me that you wish I would ask to go out to that playground? Because I ain't about to be in this McDonald's an extra hour and a half. I don't want to be here an hour and a half. I just don't want to be in here. Specifically, this area smells like filet-o-fish and diffused dreams.
Okay, how did we end up in McDonald's from the grocery store?
I was saying
because Rashanii.
Yeah, you know, the casual progression to where my mom would see another kid fucking up and be like, this is a good time for me to threaten my own kids.
Okay.
Surprise threatenings, surprise inspections, the checkup. Hi, Shanta.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm cool.
How's that first week of school going for you?
Yo, my son. No, there is like, you know, like it's been kind of typical, kind of getting back to adjustments, you know, kind of struggling to get people to do their homework and whoopty damn, blah, 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 whatever. But my son told me that there was a fight in his science class today. A teacher got bit.
What?
Wait.
Yes, because see, this is the thing. Like, something happened with a table. It got moved. One of the little kids was upset that I guess the table got moved.
It's a furniture move around this motherfucker.
And so this kid started punching the other kid.
What?
So yes, it's a full on fight, and I think my son was kind of either between these kids or near these kids because he said he got out of the way.
Smart.
He got out of the way.
He is doing amazing.
He got away from them.
You are raising him right.
So the kid who was getting punched, and check this, both kids were named Xavier. There was a white Xavier, there was a black Xavier. Black Xavier was punching white Xavier.
Sounds accurate.
White Xavier gets grabbed by the teacher, and like I guess the teacher's arms were wrapped around this kid or something. Whatever the situation was, the white Xavier bit down on the teacher's arm So I guess to get free, somehow ends up picking up my son's chair that he has moved away from. He skedaddled. And so White Xavier picked up the chair and threw it at Black Xavier. So they were wilding. Eventually, it was exactly. But the rest of the kids, administrators and security and whoever came into the room, got the kids out of the classroom, and they took them to the library or whatever. But I guess in this process of getting the kids out, perhaps Black Xavier got moved in with the group, so it's almost like he didn't do anything. Never mind, he punched White Xavier. He was punching White Xavier
in the face.
But as he was moving his way out of the classroom, White Xavier picked up the chair and threw it at Black Xavier. It may have hit Black Xavier. I'm really not sure. It was kind of hard to tell when my son was telling the story and everything. But a chair definitely got thrown, and two Xaviers got in a fight in the sixth grade science class today. So.
Is this the fucking Source Awards? Right,
this is Xavier got something to say.
Right? Y'all don't got love for the White Xavier? East Coast don't got love for the White Xavier? Chairs.
Who on it with hoe?
Hey, if you don't want an Xavier taking control of all your experiments, lighting the Bunsen burner when it shouldn't be lit, not doing nothing but putting their name at the top of the paper, come hang out with White Xavier. Chairs get thrown.
Word to your mother.
Yeah. And White Xavier got suspended, at least according to what my son said. So I don't know what happened.
Nigga.
Right. But then at the same, I don't understand why both of them didn't get suspended since they were both fighting each other.
I mean, that's just reparations. That's all.
It's just reparations.
Is the teacher black?
I don't know. Probably.
See, the teacher was probably like, you know what? I was prepared to suspend Black Xavier, but then you had the temerity to bite me, so now you're the enemy.
Right.
That's how it works.
You gonna bite me?
I think Black Xavier blended in like Eye Patch Morty, like Evil Morty. And that's what he did. He blended in like Evil Morty and just left.
When you do Xavier, I guess. This is Def Jam Fight for Oklahoma.
Basically, yes.
I have questions. Like, the rest of the kids just sat there?
Well, I have no idea.
Yeah,
what they gonna do? This nigga threw a chair and bit somebody. What this nigga gonna do?
Nigga, look, I don't know how they do it where y'all are at, but if a fight breaks out in a classroom in my city, we're not just gonna sit there and watch. Somebody's taping, somebody's gonna be wilding out, somebody's gonna sneak out and go to the bathroom, somebody gonna try and fight somebody that they have beef with because it's their opportunity, and somebody's gonna be in the back, just doing their homework quietly, hoping that they don't get hit by a flying chair. But folks are going wild out. The biggest fight I remember seeing in middle school was a teacher and a student, and the teacher lost. I don't know if the teacher realized halfway through that they weren't supposed to be fighting a student, and so they just took the L, or if they were trying their hardest and took the L, but you hear that they took the L in either one of those statements, because they took an L. Like, hands around his neck, Homer Simpson choking out Bart Simpson, took the L type thing, where we had to tap dude on the shoulder and was like, dude, you won. You got this. Let him go. And,
no mas.
While this fight was happening, the students were all contemplating whether or not we should jump in and help, and they were like, oh, he don't need our help. So we sat back down, but generally, when you fight one person, like there's friends in the class who will jump in. I'm shocked that nobody jumped in for their friend. Black Xavier's friend should have jumped in, and then why did Xavier's friend should have jumped in, and then they should have had a dance off?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Black Xavier probably was an asshole. Cause
I ain't
never met an Xavier, black or white, that wasn't an asshole.
I know one.
Nobody likes an asshole.
I know two, actually. I've met two Xaviers. No, three now. I keep meeting Xaviers. It's crazy. How the fuck do I know so many Xaviers? Like, right? That's wild.
You have an Xavier beck and call?
Right? Are they all the same age?
No. One's an adult. One just graduated from high school, and then one is going into the 6th grade, or in the 6th grade now.
Okay.
But, yeah, so, was that like this is what, like the 3rd day of school? There was a fight?
This is the 4th. No, this is the 5th day. Yesterday was Monday, so they started Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is the 5th day of school, and they are already fighting. Not that I'm surprised that they're fighting.
I mean, baby.
Kids fight.
Wait. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like this is a horrible school, but no, just kids fight. Okay. Don't scare me like that. I didn't think they had horrible schools in Oklahoma.
Well, there's horrible schools everywhere, man. Like, it's Oklahoma. Everybody in here ain't rich. Like, what are you talking about?
Y'all got to keep telling me that because I be forgetting.
Rashanii, what are you doing?
Like, this is the rural South one, or Southish, whatever, Southwest, South. I'm not a geography major. But then also, it's like...
This is the Bible Belt.
Exactly. And then they also, like, obviously it wasn't necessarily here in Oklahoma, but I mean, they burnt, a section of Tulsa down where, the black people live. They burnt down a part of, the Black Wall Street. So one, it's racist. So if it's racist, then that they're not they're not going to assess anybody's property values correctly so that their money can actually, provide for a school in a good way or whatever. So no. It's not popping.
Right, this
is history lessons with Shanta about Oklahoma.
No, I'm grateful because here's how I'm a bit of a narcissist when it comes to California. Here's how my narcissism works. Here are the states in the U.S. as believed by somebody who lives in California. There's Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, New York, Maryland, Georgia, Texas, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, Mike, and Ralph, Hawaii. Everywhere other than California and New York and maybe Atlanta. Matter of fact, I apologize. I called it Georgia. The proper name of that state is Atlanta. And so, everywhere other than California and New York are poor. And Texas, but Texas is racist, so that don't count. Atlanta is like an oasis in a field of white people who want to kill Atlanta, so they're constantly at a civil war with themselves within the state. That's about it. So you're being from Oklahoma, I have a ton of questions because I think I told you that you're the first black person I know who was born in Oklahoma.
That's so crazy. But what about Barry Sanders?
I didn't know him.
But still, there's probably like the whole thing.
And
is
I really thought he was born in Detroit. I thought he was born when he started playing football. Like, look, there's Barry. And now that you mention it, I knew he was a Sooner. I just thought he started in Detroit at the age of 19. He went to college. He was born at the age of 19, went to college in Oklahoma, and then came back to Detroit.
I think Barry Sanders went to OSU.
See that one? There's an OSU. Y'all got two colleges. Look at you.
Man, we got all kinds of colleges.
And Atlanta has 3 colleges: Morehouse and Clark and Spelman.
Okay, yeah. One, I'm wrong. Barry Sanders was from Kansas, but that's obviously one of those states that you don't acknowledge, so I guess whatever. But then he went to Oklahoma State.
Okay, so Kansas.
He's still Oklahoma adjacent.
Yeah, see, Kansas. Let's talk about that for a while. Kansas does not register in my mind because why? And also, Kansas is known for one thing, Tech 9, and barbecue.
Wow.
They're right next door to Atlanta, and right below New York. California narcissism.
Wow.
Hawaii is right next to California. Alaska is falling off the earth. And there's this place called Washington, D.C. that bit the name from Washington and got a lot of racists in it right now. California narcissism. So, I just want to say that I believe that y'all all have the chance to be great little cities if you put your minds to it.
Wow.
But you're not California.
I would just like to point the fact that Rashanii sounds like a Trump voter. I'm just
like nobody like see, this is weird. There's a part of me, that's so funny. Like it's like there's a part of me that wants to react.
Same. But then again, it's Rashanii, and I know Rashanii, so I'm not gonna react. But at least 7 times I want to be like, motherfucker.
Oh, that's so cute, little Atlanta.
Like it's a little sister or some little brother.
Right.
Oh, let me pat you on the head. That's you so cute.
Oh,
like California ain't one doomsday away from falling off the planet because the status quo.
Like, oh, you got public transportation. That's a beautiful thing, baby. That's cute. I love it. Public transportation. Oh, you got a subway too. That's so nice. That's
oh, mammy sounding ass nigga. Fuck you, Rashanii.
I'm just saying, Atlanta is known for their 3 colleges and the Waffle House. Oklahoma is now known for Barry Sanders and I got nothing. Like,
chop it. Whatever.
Like, I'm about to go on Wikipedia and fuck up some commas. Like, I'm going to Wikipedia and you're gonna see the first black person in Oklahoma history was Shanta.
That's so stupid. No, because it's so funny that you're talking about how, like, your perception of the United States as far as, like, what it sounds like is places that you've been to and places that you're highly aware that black people exist. You know, like that's your perception. And then, but obviously my perception.
That you even entertaining this seriously, Shanta, you are funny.
No, because he was talking about Kansas, right? And now obviously Kansas is Kansas, and I'm sure Kansas is flat, and I'm sure Kansas is white.
Yes, me too.
At the same time, though, I know that black people exist in Kansas because of Gordon Parks, the photographer, and the movie The Learning Tree. Like, it's just like, okay, we are there. We were there. Like, it's just funny.
That you see, the thing is, you learn that from watching a movie.
No, I learned about Gordon Parks. Like, Gordon Parks made the movie.
Oh. See? These Kansas niggas they doing amazing stuff. Like, look.
It's a book. Man, don't be talking about Gordon Parks.
Look at little Gordon Ramsay go.
No.
Like, look at this.
No.
Gordon Hayward, you get your camera.
Wow. Gordon Hayward?
Yeah.
He's white.
Huh?
He is white. Isn't Gordon Hayward? Gordon Hayward is white.
What?
Look, that is an attractive white man, but still a white man, isn't he? That's a basketball player.
He is a basketball player.
He plays for Utah or Boston or one of them.
No,
he got traded.
Right. Boston is a city too, right next to New York.
Wow.
Or a state.
You jumped right.
They make clam chowder.
Jumping over New Jersey and everything. Like, that's so fun. That's wow.
I'm telling you, he's sounding like an affluent Trump voter.
Like
That's why I'm ignoring him.
Hey, New Jersey, Brick City.
Like, do you know all your 50 states and capitals?
Yes, I do. So the capital of Oklahoma is Waffle House. The capital of New Jersey is Brick City. Newark, because they had Newark. Ooh, because Redman talked about it. The capital of Maine is white people.
It was like crab cakes or something.
You know what?
The capital of Atlanta is trying really hard. And the capital of Texas is the Alamo.
Yeah.
Capital of California is Los Angeles. Duh. Capital of Washington is W.
Wow.
The capital of Oregon is Rain.
I love how we're just this is like a bad geography lesson.
Somebody's kid is gonna hear
We're finding out the precipitation. We're talking about the topography.
This is like Tyrese trying to teach 8th grade geography.
The capital, check this out. I know this one. The capital of Las Vegas is Nevada.
Like, wow. I don't think you've said what, like, obviously when you're naming like bullshit, of course you're not going to get the right capital, but when you've named a city, I don't think you've named a correct capital yet.
The capital of...
He ain't trying, that's the point, shit.
The capital of Maryland is Baltimore. And the capital of New Hampshire is, they are too fucking small to have a capital. Now I'm really thinking about this. I'm not thinking about it too fucking hard, because why? The capital of Oklahoma is Enid?
Wow.
Did I get it right?
No.
Oh.
No, nigga.
I just know that because my mom was there for a while.
Wow, like, do you realize, like, Enid is so small.
I only know 2 cities in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City and Enid. Is Oklahoma City the capital?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Like, I think Oklahoma City's, like, I think the actual, like, biggest capital city in America. Like, square footage or whatever. It's the biggest one.
That's dope. I mean, it takes up the whole state.
Or don't.
The capital of St. Louis is
Like, you know what you sound like? You sound like the people.
Trump voter.
You sound like it's close, but you sound like the people who made like maps in like the 15th or 16th century that made Africa real small.
Oh,
and made everything else real big. Made like North America and Europe real big. Like, just completely just off. Like, cannot wrap their mind around that something else could be bigger than they are.
He sounds like that woman on that Chappelle skit when they had the reparations. They were like, hold on, y'all, let's pull people around with your broke ass. That's what he sounds like.
You were so cute, Atlanta. Let me see. The capital of Florida is orange juice. And Disney World. Oh, nigga, we talked about that already, Shanta. Like, seriously. When Disney World had its own city inside of Florida, whew, that was amazing. Capital of Louisiana is New Orleans. Y'all don't even know if I'm right. That's the crazy part.
No,
I can say whatever I want.
No, we know that you're right.
I know when you're right, and you are wrong. Like, you're picking all like the big cities, and that's what's really fucked up about the capitals is that it's not the big cities that we're familiar with. A lot of them are like smaller cities.
The capital should be the biggest cities out there. Like you gotta rep. You gotta throw up your signs. You gotta be able to rep your turf. Like in Utah, the capital should be like Salt Lake City.
I think it actually is.
Boom!
You got one right. Way to go.
So.
Right, if you were taking a test on the Scantron, you would be like 1 for 35.
Wait, let me celebrate. So funkified. So unmistakably so. The capital of I don't know any other states. The capital of Indiana. That's a place. Yes, that's where basketball started. The capital of Indiana is clearly Indianapolis.
Yes, that's right.
Capital of Ohio is Columbus. I know that because I was forced to go to school out there. Capital of West Virginia.
Capital of Ohio is poverty.
Now it's Akron. Now it's Akron thanks to LeBron.
That is true. That is correct. Yeah. Which is still poverty. But
yes. And let's see, what's the last state in the United States?
North Carolina.
Petey Pablo.
Come on, take your shirt off. It's around your head like a helicopter.
Yeah, that was a bop, though. That was a bop.
You know, I was singing it out here, and I was mad when this is how bad it was. I was mad when I couldn't find the CD because nobody else believed in Petey like I did, and then that nigga went to jail and then went to Tinder, so I guess they were right.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but before that though, he was on Drumline like jibber jabbering, but you didn't understand what he was saying. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
Who am I? And that's it. That's all you understood.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Petey, pull the mic away from your lips. No. Pull the mic away from your lips. We can't understand you, Petey. No. Who am I? I told you. That's the only two parts I recognize. Single Simulcast, episode 310. Shantae's here. Jeremy's here. I'm here, repping for all my people all around the world, from the United States of America to Australia. Continental game. So I feel smarter now. I hope y'all feel smarter. Hopefully your kids were in the car with you listening, because we've told y'all for years not to do that. That's what you get. I hope they have a social studies course tomorrow, and they asked them, what's the capital of Montana?
Racism.
Wow. Or fucking the river runs through it. Fly fishing. That's what
I just thought it was Joe. We are going to start, as always, with an awe. That is Adventures in Working with White Women. Today, we have one directly from the homeboy. Usually these are all about issues that we have in working with, well, that's why it's called awe. He said, picture this. Sicily, 1924. A manipulative white woman is pissed that someone else was brought in to lead the team she has been working in for almost 6 years. Worse, he has the same rank as her in the company. Soon to be promoted, though. Even worse, he's black. Now, I want to just cut in real quick. That shit would never happen in 1924 because they didn't let women or black people work. I'm just saying. Maybe in Sicily. I don't know how it went down in Sicily. Isn't that where the volcano erupted and killed everybody? Mount Vesuvius? Was that in Sicily?
I don't know.
See?
Now we gotta Google. It did. I think it was definitely like around that area.
Niggas die. This manipulative little troll of a woman has a known MO. She forces her friendship on people, barges her way into their personal lives, then convinces herself that they love her. It's creepy as fuck. So she devises a plan. I'll work my, quote, bubbly, friendly white chick magic, end quote, on this new guy. Get him to trust me. Tell me some dirty gossip, anything I could use later. I'll tell him how great he is and how much I admire him. Talk shit about the other leads to him so he sees I'm on his side. Then I'll be able to do whatever I want. While I'm at it, why don't I text and Facebook message him on nights and weekends just to say hi, have some friendly conversation, and get him to think I like him? Hey, it works on everyone else. But it doesn't work on him. He blocks that shit like he's Matumbo. Don't text me on my personal phone, he said. This sounds like that movie with Idris and Beyonce and that white woman from Heroes. Or was it Friday Night Lights? I think she was in both. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about?
Obsession? Something with obsessed or obsession, something like that. I know the movie you're talking about, though.
Yeah, the one where she was like at his job falling in love and stuff because he was Idris and she couldn't help herself because he was fucking Idris.
And I think she was in Varsity Blues. She was.
She was the whipped cream girl. I just can't remember. Allie Larder.
Yeah.
I just can't remember what that movie was. Was it called Obsessed?
I think so. I think Jeremey is right.
Yeah, me too. But this sounds like that. Ooh. Yeah, we are not Facebook friends and we won't be. Do not Facebook message me, he admonishes. If you need to speak with me ever, send me an email on the corporate address. See, that's how Smokey handles shit. We can be friends. But don't ever come around here. Again. I don't want to talk to you or associate with you outside of this office, he repeatedly tells her. Damn, shit's not working. Well, I guess I need to try harder. Black boss, now promoted to lead, goes to his boss to report the harassment, has it all documented, and a call is made to HR. They decide her behavior requires counseling, but no official paperwork. Okay, fine, whatever. She gets counseled, and guess what happens next, y'all? She gets counseled, and
she starts to cry.
Immediately turns to her white woman tears. Words are tossed about. I like the word bandied instead of tossed. Words are bandied about. Anyhow. Words are tossed about. Quote, intimidating, scary, dangerous, hostile. You know the drill. It's decided that this little white woman and this big, mean, scary black man need to sit down together with the boss to clear the air. Obviously, we just have a misunderstanding between two good people. Boss opens this meeting by saying, black man is your biggest cheerleader. Even when he brought the issues of your behavior up to me, my first reaction was, why are we giving her an $800 award? See, he wrote you up for that award, and he defended why you should still get it, even while he was reporting your behavior. He is not talking badly about you. He is not out to get you. All he ever says about you is how great your work is. White woman responds by saying, quote, I never doubted that. But he creates an environment that makes it impossible for our team to support our clients. He is cold and unapproachable and intimidating, and he has to go. So the boss is like, the lead is like, she needs an award. The woman's like, he needs to go. Whew. The boss is dumbfounded. He can hardly come up with words as white woman proceeds to tell lie after lie throughout the meeting. Proven lies, mind you. The meeting ends with white woman saying to the boss, quote, I can do the things he has asked me to do, but that won't fix the problem. The root problem needs to be, in turn to look back at the black man, eliminated. Oh, that's some yeah type stuff. Put on the sunglasses and then look and be like, eliminated. Yeah! Bum, dun, 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 dun. By the way, the capital of New Mexico is Blue Sky. Or is it Blue Ice? Blue Ice.
Blue. Oh, wow. Like the Met?
Yes. Ask anybody.
Might as well just said it's Walter White.
I'm just saying. Well, boss doesn't. It could be Pizza Roof. Well, boss does not eliminate the root problem because the root problem has done nothing wrong. Instead, boss and boss's boss back the black man. Say that 5 times fast. Our story has ended in triumph. But wait, there's another trick up white woman's sleeve. She initiates an ethics investigation against black man, circumvents the whole leadership chain. Now corporate is involved. Legal is going through all of our documentation, email history, talking to clients. White chick is not playing. She wants black man fired. Bosses are super nervous and apologetic. Black man shrugs with a smirk because it isn't his first foray into adventures in working with white women. Black man never gave white women a single iota of ammunition she could use against him. Ethics investigation ends. Black man is still in charge, but now we have a dilemma. White woman abused the ethics reporting system to try and harm another employee. She should be fired. But if you fire a white woman, she sues for being retaliated against after making a non-retaliatory complaint. She has also become even more brazen in her defiance of the leadership provided by black men. Has co-opted another white female member of his team into her hatred and defiance. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga!
Oh, man.
This is going downhill quickly. Black man has moved to lead another team. A different white man is riding to lead the old team. White woman thinks she has won, but she is still not made team lead, so she is bitter again. Oh well, not black man's problem anymore. After having his career placed in jeopardy twice, he comes out the leader of a larger, more visible, more influential, and more complex team. White woman is still playing her little white woman games with her white woman manipulation and tears in her little white woman pond. Hell of a story, right?
Yeah, that's a mess.
When you do white womanry.
Yeah, and by the way, I'll be reversing names and shit because I have that power. The names will be kept completely confidential as to protect this nigga's job because, yeah, it sounds like he's somewhere in it, Oklahoma, or perhaps St. Louis, Kansas, or Kansas, St. Louis. Damn it. Wait. So, Michigan, Detroit, right?
The capital, or
Yes.
just that it exists?
The
No.
capital. What?
No.
The temerity. Ann
No.
Arbor.
I mean, that's another one of those large metropolitan cities in a state that is not the capital.
Ann Arbor.
No.
But that's where the college is.
That ain't it.
This ain't that. That ain't it. You would be the worst social studies teacher ever, Rashanii.
Oh, I got this one. though. The capital of Minnesota is Paisley Park.
Wow. No.
Your kids would be flunking like a motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Talk about no child
tutoring.
Talk about no child left behind. God damn. Parents be coming to you like, my kid dumb as fuck because of you.
I'd be like, your kid is dumb as fuck because they don't listen. Oh, that reminds me. So, I had a teacher who was just like I was in this situation. Yes, I know the capital of Michigan is Pontiac. Please don't email me. I don't give a fuck. I know the capital of California is Sacramento. Just don't do it. You know, I don't give a fuck. Duluth is the capital of Minnesota. Fuck y'all niggas. I don't give a fuck. Y'all just don't exist to me.
You've only said one right.
Wait, Duluth, right? It was Duluth?
No.
Hell no, nigga.
Duluth is wrong. Pontiac is wrong. What else did you say?
I don't know.
The only one you said that's right is Minneapolis.
When it comes to California,
no, Minnesota. Only one you got right was Sacramento. That is actually.
When it comes to California narcissism, Rashanii finally gathers the confidence of a mediocre white man.
When it comes to sex, I'm similar to a killer in Manila.
Like, this is a geographical mess.
The capital of Hawaii is
This
Moana.
This like Bush reading to the children. God damn.
Moana. He said the capital of Hawaii is Moana.
Yes. And the
Nigga, ain't that a seasoning?
No, Moana, like Moana, the girl from the movie.
Ooh. Good look, everybody. Ooh.
Okay, wait. So the capital of New York is clearly Brooklyn. Because every time that people come there, they're like, where Brooklyn at?
You stupid.
It's Albany.
Yes, that's okay. There we go. I think you're up to 3.
All right, so look.
Which, honestly, I'm with him on that one. That don't make no fucking sense.
It should be New York. New York. It should be. Just like how the capital of Massachusetts should be Boston. It should be. But instead, it is latent racism.
It's wicked smart. That's what it is.
I had a teacher who used to always say, I'm going to get a drink from the bubbler. And we were like, what the fuck is a bubbler? So I had a teacher when I was in college. This is the reason why I'm like this. Math teacher. Be quiet, Atlanta. Capital of Georgia is... God damn it.
Because now I'm imagining like if you were on a game show, and they're like,
Well,
Rashanii.
we was on Family Feud. We would be broke as fuck.
Rashanii to steal, and all he's just sitting there. God damn it.
They'd be like, Rashanii, it's your chance to steal, and I'd be like, I pass. I pass.
Nigga, we go on Family Feud. I ain't calling your ass.
Hey, I need a lifeline. Who are you calling? I'm calling David. Okay, we're calling Derek. No! No!
Anyone but him.
We ain't winning shit with your ass.
Hey, Derek, this is so-and-so from So You Want to Be a Millionaire. Hi. Hang up.
We wouldn't even make it past the preliminaries.
Oh, boy. Decatur.
No.
Athens?
No.
College Park.
No.
East Point.
Oh my God, why are you just naming like Atlanta suburbs or whatever?
I'm naming everything I've heard on the Outkast album.
Right. Nigga naming everything you heard on Aquemini.
You know, worldwide. Shut up.
Oh, the capital of Georgia is clearly... It's not Atlanta?
No.
That's messed up.
That's another one.
Stone Mountain.
Wow. No.
Nigga.
Capital of Maryland's Annapolis. I mean...
Yeah.
Capital
of Georgia is Atlanta.
The capital of Georgia is clearly...
It didn't used to be Atlanta, but yeah.
Capital of Georgia is... Hold on, don't tell me. I'm going to get this because I know it. Go to
hell, Rashanii.
Capital of...
Go to hell.
No, Google says it is Atlanta. I thought when I
Yeah!
it is Atlanta. Like, that's what Google says. But I thought it was Augusta.
Hell no.
No, that's where they had the golf and stuff at.
Yeah.
Capital of Texas
when Tiger used to be good.
Capital of Texas is Austin. Capital of Montana is Billings. Look at a nigga go. Capital of...
I'm mad that you said it with the ER.
That's how they always said it to me. Capital of...
No, the capital of Montana isn't Billings.
Shit! Capital of Montana is Montana State. It's Mount Rushmore? Duluth.
No, it says it's Helena.
Oh, who the fuck?
Or Helena. However you pronounce it. Shout out to Montana and you're fly fishing and a river runs through it.
That don't even.
Or whatever.
That don't even count. Capital of Iowa is Coeur d'Alene. Thank you, Book of Lies.
Wow, Coeur d'Alene.
Wait, what?
Wow. I thought that was in Idaho.
I said Idaho, didn't I?
No, you said Iowa.
Oh, sorry, because I was like, thank you, Book of Lies. Capital of Iowa, who the fuck knows?
It's Des Moines.
Oh, right.
Ooh, the ghetto.
I'm saying, like, oh, this is smarter than a fifth grader? Nah, nigga, not right now. Like,
Nah, you dumb as fuck right now.
California narcissism. Like, why I gotta worry about y'all niggas in the middle? Capital of Nebraska is Lincoln.
That's true.
I know that because it's the only city in Nebraska.
Wow. Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska?
That's what we say every time we enter Lincoln.
Yes, I love Belly. Just for that. and Tyrone Turner talking eat that banana. It's like, I don't like that shit.
Somebody gotta drop a dime on them niggas.
That was such a random state to go to.
What, Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Yeah. In the middle of Belly. It's just like, we're going to go to Nebraska. Just like, okay, Nebraska. But I'm sure they were just sitting around like, let's pick the whitest place we can think of, but that possibly could still have, like, drug dealing ass black people in it. Okay, Nebraska. Which
reminds me, capital of Arkansas is Walmart.
Wow.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Like that, you're not even gonna say the actual name.
Nah, yeah, I'll allow him that one. I'll allow it.
Oh, I mean, it's really Little Rock. We saw the TV show on HBO, like Banging in Little Rock.
Yeah,
everybody saw Banging in Little Rock.
Yes, that's where I learned what stacking was, when they're like doing gang signs, like telling little stories and stuff. Me and Jorman still make fun. We still be talking about stacking.
But for real, Jeremy, the fuck is the capital of Atlanta? Help me. Wait, no, don't. It's Daytona Beach.
That's Florida, but that's not the capital.
Okay.
Like we just told you that the capital of Georgia is Atlanta.
Okay, so I was right. Jeremy, where were you?
We told you. Like, no, I said that I
Googled it, but Jeremy was quiet this whole time.
Because I'm ignoring you.
Oh, fucked up.
He was just letting you float down that river by yourself.
Pretty much. I was channeling my inner Scar.
I feel he does it all the time.
He was letting you come around the rough side of the mountain on your own.
Ooh, it was a long trip too. I don't know how I made it in one piece.
Ooh, child, the ghetto. Ooh.
Right? We'll be right back. This is Single Simulcast.
I'm awesome and you're listening to Single Simulcast.
Hey, this is Sherazade, a.k.a. Shami, a.k.a. Random Ass from the Third Side, also known as Some Call Me Sunshine. As always, this is Single Simulcast.
I'm a product my own decisions.
You're right. You're a product of your own decisions.
This is Single Simulcast.
Hey, this is Chris from the MTR Network, and you can check out all our podcasts at mtrnetwork.net, and you're listening to the Single Simulcast.
I'm Kejon.
I'm Kenny.
I'm Devin.
And this is Single Simulcast.
That was simply sensational. Single Simulcast shall surely surface speedily. Bitches.
Single Simulcast wants your reviews. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Music, or wherever you listen to us. Tag Single Simulcast with the screenshot of your review on Facebook, or use the hashtag SSCast on Twitter. Enjoy the rest of the show.
How you doing? My name is PJ. I'm from the Bickerbots Podcast. Bickerbots Podcast is basically what happens when you take a Republican, a Libertarian, and a Liberal and sit them all in front of the mics and discuss current events and most pop culture.
Would it be cheating to bang a smoking hot sex robot? Pack, please answer, because I need to know.
Oh, you need to know?
So we here at the Bicker Bots podcast feel everyone's special, even the gingers. I'm going to apologize to all the ginger listeners at this time. Ray's a stout racist.
You just said they should be 50% off at the adoption homes. Just saying.
We care about worldly issues like our brothers down under and their sex-crazed koala bears. Koala chlamydia an all-time high and is spreading. Bro, get them koalas some fucking rubbers. Here's the Bicker Bots podcast. We don't judge people based on their sexuality.
Not all of them, but
it's their version. It's not like
so
our
they
version.
have. Okay, interesting.
Oh, you're starting to think about all them catching and fucking, huh?
Yeah, I listened to the bestiality episode. That was quite interesting conversation, let me tell you.
There's nothing interesting about it. It's just man, beast,
and love.
Exactly.
Well, if you like what you heard, we're on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, basically any platform you can download a podcast on.
Hi, this is your man Jeremey from the Crown and Collars podcast, and you are listening to Single Simulcast with my man Rashanii and Shanta Fabulous, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. And I'm your favorite podcaster, so that should be your favorite podcaster, because I'm your fave, and your fave's fave. Check them out on Single Simulcast. And check out Crown and Collars, found wherever you can find great podcasts and the CSPN network.
Hey everybody, this is Wormhole Matt with the Planet Wormhole Podcast. Please follow me and my wife Rachel at Get Off My Planet. We are going to be talking about a lot of great stuff on Planet Wormhole, so please check us out. Thank you very much for having us on the show. The Single Simulcast, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. It's also my favorite podcast because I'll be honest, I don't listen to a lot of podcasts, but you guys have really embraced me, and I love you for it. So thank you very much.
Are you interested in supporting this Black podcast? Awesome! Become a Patreon member at www.patreon.com/singlesimulcast. And for $5, you'll be able to chat with the host during our monthly Q and Awesome session. You can also support the show via our Teespring store at teespring.com/stores/single-simulcast and get a shirt or a mug. You also have the option to put a little something in our cup at paypal.me/single-simulcast.
Hello, this is Stephanie from the Mocha Minutes podcast. If you can hear my voice, that means you're tuning in to two of my faves, Rashanii and Shanta Fabulous of the Single Simulcast. Congrats! You made a really good choice today. You want to make another good choice? Check me out on the Mocha Minutes podcast. You won't be disappointed. If you're tuning in to the Single Simulcast, you're going to love the Mocha Minutes podcast too. You can find the Mocha Minutes podcast wherever you find your podcasts. We'd love to have you tune in. Okay. Bye.
My name is Jordan Redfield Wade.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the so-called People's Champion.
By day, I'm a philanthropist and private investigator.
You risked your own life to try and protect someone who needed it. If that's what's needed to be a hero, then I want to help.
But by night, I protect the people of Newark City in a different way.
My name, champ, is Redwing.
Do I need to count the sheer number of felonies you committed today?
As she lay dying, I promised my mother that I would fight for those who couldn't fight for themselves. And I refused to let her down.
I would do anything to keep you safe, you know that, anything.
Even murder?
If that's what it took, then yes.
I am the defender of Newark City.
Justice is not something you can manufacture.
I am Redwing.
Hi, this is Deshaun, a.k.a. Big Boy 1077 from Spit That Ish Podcast. It's a sports podcast on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and that's about it. We've been doing it for 5 weeks now. It's pretty awesome. I have a co-host named Justin. We talk about everything current in sports. And thanks to Rashanii, and this is a Single Simulcast.
Who Raised You podcast is a kitchen table conversation between Karen, Jolly Yang, and
Treasure Shields Redmond.
As we explore how culture, family, and intersecting identities pave our way toward liberation, we want to know, who raised you? We're curious and sometimes a bit irritated. Sit down, we have lots to talk about.
We got tons of lawsuits, but did you see the loop-de-loop? At Action Park, come get a beer. You might get hurt if you're a pussy.
If you're a pussy.
But come on, man, we gotta loop-de-loop.
Don't be a pussy.
There's a freaking loop-de-loop. And yeah, you might get a leg or two broken. But really, guys, what
come on out.
We got a loop-de-loop. Why are you acting so scared?
Oh my god.
There's a loop-de-loop. A freaking loop-de-loop. By the way, shall I say it again? A loop-de-loop.
I need this 6-hour commercial to end.
And if you die, we got insurance.
No, they don't.
We're insuring you. We got a loop-de-loop right there, children.
The only insurance they have is
loop-de-loop.
The only insurance they have is that you will have fun.
In a freaking water park. They got a cliffhanger. We got a loop-de-loop. In fact, our name, it's freaking loop-de-loop. We're not Action Park anymore. We're officially loop-de-loop.
Officially loop-de-loop.
Do you see it, children? The freaking loop-de-loop.
Okay. I don't know if I can hear you sing loop-de-loop one more time. I feel like the core message was loop-de-loop.
That is their whole message. Dog, we have a loop-de-loop.
I don't know how that's a thing that makes money.
You just started on a damn tangent.
You just went for it, and I guess we just kind of went with you.
Yeah, we assumed, but it's like, nigga, you been wild since. That's why I told you I was ignoring your ass, because I do. I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to be scarred today.
The capital of Alaska is Juneau.
Yes.
The capital of Oregon is Eugene. I know that one. I know all the West Coast ones. Olympia, Eugene, Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where it gets fucked up. The capital of Nevada should be something better than what it is. I think it's like Pahrump.
Pahrump.
I didn't get a Pahrump for that guy.
That sounds like a
Pahrump. No, it's actually.
That sounds like a medical condition that only white people can get.
They got the Pahrump.
Just shake Pahrump. All I want to do is the zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake Pahrump.
No, but the capital of Nevada is Carson City.
Oh yeah, you should know that one. Capital of I really don't know what the capital of Massachusetts is, and it's gonna be Boston. Like I don't care enough to find out.
I think it is.
It should be. That's where all the trouble started.
Boston.
That's where all the issues started. Yeah. So I was saying I had a teacher who, when I was a sophomore in college, I think. And he came in, it was for my math class. He came in and he was like, let me tell y'all something real quick. First things first, I don't care.
Whoa.
We were like, about what exactly? He was like, I just don't. He was like, I've already made tenure. Which is a horrible, horrible, horrible sign, people. If your teacher tells you I've already made tenure, just leave. Just jump out the window and go home, because it ain't getting no better. I've already made tenure, and I'm retiring at the end of this year, so I don't care. This was for my algebra class. He proceeded to tell us the stuff they have in those books, that ain't the right way to do math. I'm going to teach you to do math my way. And we were like, what's your way? Now keep in mind, this is a dude, he came in, he was like, I'm retired military. He's a big black dude, old but muscular. You know, like one of them dudes that look like George Foreman.
Vin Raines from Baby Boy.
Or George Foreman. A mixture of the two, actually, honestly. That's what he looked like. Bald-headed, whole 9 yards. He was like, I'm going to teach you my formulas for math. And I raised my hand and I was like, are your formulas in the book? And he said, ¿Qué? I said, wait, what? And he said, ¿Cómo? And I said, what? He said, ¿Qué? And that was his answer for everything. Hey, Teach, I don't understand how you got to that answer from your formula. Can you show it to us again? ¿Qué? Can you show it to us again? ¿Cómo? You motherfucker. So, we went through this whole class where he would give us tests. And if you got the right answer, but you didn't get the right answer by using his made-up formula, he marked you wrong. And if you walked up to him and asked him, can you explain to me how I got this wrong? He will look back at you and say, can you explain to me how you got this wrong? No, nigga, I can't, because this is from your made-up formula.
How you invent some shit then be wrong?
He was never wrong, because his answer to everything was ¿Qué and cómo? So then we, a small group of us, decided to go up to the dean and tell on this nigga. We're not going to take it. And the dean was like, I'll look into it. The way he looked into it, I don't know what he did, but the teacher came back the next day and said, some of y'all tried to get rid of me. So much for confidentiality. Some of y'all tried to get rid of me. Just for that, we got a pop quiz. He gave us a test on stuff he hadn't even taught us yet. And so when we failed that test, or failed that quiz, I decided that the best thing for me to do was to just leave the class. Just get out. So I tried to drop the class, but it was too late, and they were like, you're going to get an F. And I was like, have you seen my grade in this class yet? I went on to rate my professor, because it was the only thing I could do to get back at him. I went on to rate my professor and left him a horrible review, and I tried to leave it anonymously. This nigga wrote a response. And just said, ¿Qué? I was like, son of a fuck. He retired. He made it out, but I did not learn a single thing that entire semester, trimester, whatever. Like, it was horrible.
Trimester.
What? Our schools out here do trimesters. Y'all don't? No, nobody? Oh, just us? Okay, cool. Or maybe that's pregnancy.
I think it is pregnancy, though.
Pregnancy as well.
Okay.
And that's how my teacher will be. We'd be like, I think that's supposed to be x squared minus n. Okay? I think it's supposed to be x squared minus n. ¿Cómo? Dude, just stop saying it to him. He's messing with you. You know he's trying to get in your head right now. It was fucked up and shitty all at the same time.
Nigga playing Phil Jackson mind games with y'all.
I mean, yo, Brett, did you see Uncle Drew?
No, I hadn't.
Oh, no. Such a great movie. I was surprised at how good that movie was. The dude was like, I'm in your head. That's what he was. I hated that dude. I now completely have a problem with bald-headed black men over the age of 68 who can speak Spanish. That is a very, very specific thing that I hate. I just know that I hate it. So there's this show called Teen Moms.
Okay.
Teen Moms. Yeah, Teen Moms. And it's on MTV, and it's a thing. And one of the moms who were on the show when it first came out, named Farrah Abraham.
Yeah.
She's now doing something else with her life, like whatever. But she was at the Bell County Comic-Con, which Bell County is in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what she has to do with Comic-Con, but, you know.
Good luck, everybody.
Get in where you fit in, I suppose. She is at the Bell County Comic-Con in Texas this weekend, meeting and greeting fans at a booth where she is selling cast-off stuffed animals from her shuttered Froco yogurt shop, autographs, pictures, and more. However, fans who want to shake the hand or hug they called her the backdoor teen mom, because she had a porn out too, will still have to shell out some cash. If you want to shake her hand or hug her, it'll cost you $10. Bargain bin shoppers will be allowed to chit-chat with her for only $5. For the big spenders, $40 will have her give you an autograph. If you want your photo of her signed, you'll have to shell out $70. And for $80, she'll do a Snapchat for you.
I wish I had the temerity to charge motherfuckers to be in my presence. That is something.
My presence is a present.
Look, hey, that should have been an all. Jesus Christ.
I mean, get it how you live.
Right.
I could see some, like she's definitely like one of the OG teen moms. So I could definitely see motherfuckers like somebody would pay for it, you know, because they fuck with her. But it's still kind of like, I don't know. I was, you know what? I was actually expecting her to charge more money. I really, really was. I was just like, maybe not like $150 like she's, you know, some Marvel, you know, actor or something. But still, I was expecting more money. I really was. I was expecting her to charge more money.
Really?
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't expecting like $10 or $5 to chit chat or some shit.
I'm wondering how much it's worth for my voice. Hey y'all, if you want me to do a voicemail for you with this voice, cost you like $90. Don't be trying to record it either. Don't be trying to record bits and pieces like they always do on those shows where they show people breaking into safes by breaking into a safe by recording little bits and pieces of your voice. So it sounds like, I am wondering if you will open for me tomorrow. I never understood how that shit worked in those movies. It's the boss.
It's because it's a movie.
Yeah, I guess. A couple in Aloha, Oregon, were in a drive-thru at Taco Bell, and realized that the employees failed to give them hot sauce. So they decided that the best way to deal with the situation was this. The Washington County Sheriff's Office arrested Eric and Katra Stratton after they threw their food at the Taco Bell employees and blocked the drive-thru for several minutes. The couple was apparently upset that the workers forgot their hot sauce. As an aside, hot sauce is also upset that y'all forgot to heat and mix a nigga up. No?
Well done, Rashanii. Well done.
I tried. Also,
probably like 10 listeners who know who hot sauce is.
You know, you're talking about the basketball player.
He fell off so quickly.
Yeah. R.I.P. Okay. He's dead, mourn him.
He just had a chance to be wonderful and just didn't.
Can't root for niggas for too long.
Right? Whatever happened to the professor? That white boy had that vibe.
somebody posted a video of him doing something, and I don't know if he was like coaching or if he was just like playing basketball someplace. Whatever.
Talking about when he crossed that nigga up and then dapped him.
Maybe so. I don't know. It was just basically he looked like he was okay. That's the best way to put the way this video was. It was like you thinking about like, oh man, I wonder what's going on with the professor. It's like, oh, there he is on video. Looks like he's okay. Still playing basketball. That kind of thing.
I feel like he charges people like $30 for the chance to defend him. And then for $50 you can defend him on tape and he mixes you up and you fall.
Yeah.
If I could play basketball and I did and one, I'd do that. I'd just show up at
either that or he is a manager at Target.
I was gonna say a valet parker at Kinko's.
Well, same difference, really.
Oh yeah, the capital of Illinois is Champaign.
No.
Chicago?
All right.
Cleveland.
All right.
Damn it.
Akron.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, it's not any of those. It's Springfield.
Really? Where the Simpsons live?
Is that the one they live in though?
They never say. And I stopped listening, or I stopped watching before they actually just revealed it. So speaking of things that need to be revealed because they're very important, y'all been getting completely hustled when it comes to your love of chips. Shante, what's your favorite chip?
Wavy Lay's.
Lay's potato chips have 41% of air, or consist of 41% air per bag of chips.
I believe it.
Jeremy?
I definitely believe you. Charging me a goddamn $1.25, you only give me 35 cents worth of chips. Boy, fuck you.
What's your favorite chip?
Oh, my favorite chip.
That's what I was asking.
Lord.
I was triggered. My favorite chip, oh, you know what I really have been loving lately? Are those barbecue Lays.
Still 41%.
In the black bag.
They're so good though.
Yes.
The black. Yes.
Those might be the god status of barbecue chips.
Yes, they are so good.
Like, woo! I'll eat a whole I'll can fuck around and eat a big bag. It'd be just like, what are you doing? Put the bag down.
Give me a bag of, give me one of them big ass family bags of barbecues, Lay's chips, and some goddamn wine, and watch me work.
Right. I don't even like potato chips like that, but I fox with them. Like those and the sour cream and cheddar chips, I just can't stop myself.
They are so good.
So, this list shows what percentage of air is in a bag of chips. And so for a full size, $3.98 bag of chips here in California, Cheetos, for example, Cheetos consist of 59% air.
Damn.
Ruffles are 50%.
Whoa.
Ruffles are what?
50%. So you better upgrade.
Ain't no fucking way.
50%.
Because you get a goddamn bag of Ruffles, you get one of them bags that's like $1.99. Hell, the $1.75 of that shit is air, so they lying.
Doritos is 48% air.
Which Doritos? This is important.
They just say the nacho cheese, because the sweet chili is like 75% air. But they're so good. The Kettle brand chips, which nobody likes because they will ruin your teethus, but they're sold in every sub shop. 47% air. Pop chips, which I don't know what that is. It sounds like some white folk magic. It's 45% air. Sun chips, which is some hippie shit. It's 41%
Sun chips
air.
are the chips of Bernie supporters.
Right. Hey, Lay's Baked, which nobody likes, is 39% air. I remember back when they had something in the Lay's baked chips that the oil in it made people have the runs.
Olestra.
Yeah. Doo-doo down your leg juice.
You.
Good the hell luck, everybody.
Yeah. I wouldn't eat them ever again. DDDTL. So when I used to watch that show, Bring It, is that what it's called with the dancers?
Mm-hmm.
And they do DD4L. I always think of DDDTL and I start laughing. DDDTL. What's that stand for? Doo-doo down the leg. Tostito Scoops has 34% air. Pringles has only 28% air, ladies and gentlemen, but that's because it's stacked on top of each other, and you only really get like 40 chips.
And I don't even like those chips, so yeah.
Pringles are what you get when you can't get Lay's.
So they're the incel chip.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done, Rashanii. Well done.
Wow. That was, yeah. There you go. Like, cause I heard it and it was just like, that's funny.
Well
and
done.
then Rashanii came all the way through and it was just like, well, there you go.
That was completely unintentional, but I am so proud of us. Well done.
And Fritos, which no one likes.
Oh, sorry, I cut y'all. Say it again.
I said, and Fritos, which no one likes, has only 19% air in it.
Fritos are good in chili.
Yeah, but that's in chili. Like, it's a very specific sort of thing. Like, nobody eats Fritos by themselves.
Shit, I do.
Nigga, please. Bring out one of them boxes of the sample size, not the sample size, but you know, the snack bags that people use for their kids' lunches. To a kid, each and every person who has those boxes of chips, when it comes down to it, and the rubber hits the road, the last chips that are in that thing are the Fritos and the regular Lay's potato chips.
See, I would give you the Fritos, especially the regular Fritos, like just the plain Fritos, because I feel like there's people. Because I feel like there's people that like
the barbecue ones. Shit, I'll fuck them up.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I goddamn self.
Like, I think, like, the flavored ones, the twisted ones, and all that different stuff people fuck with. The plain, regular Fritos, nobody fucks with. But I still think people would rather eat, I think people are going to eat the plain Lay's potato chips.
Yeah, I'll fuck up some commas. But that's because the plain Lay's potato chips will go well with, like, everything. Like, you could eat them on the side of a hot dog or a hamburger. You know, and they're good.
The Steve Nash of chips. They always give you chips.
Exactly.
Steve Nash chips.
Like they shouldn't be the MVP, but fuck it, there was no one else around.
Mm.
You know.
Is that what happened to him?
Steve Nash? I think that they gave it to him. Like, didn't they give it to him after giving it to LeBron like 3 times or twice?
Nah, Steve Nash was balling that year. He won it. He was
okay.
He deserved it that year.
Kobe deserved it. Wow. That's my Kobe Stan moment, ladies and gentlemen.
I was going to say, I was Stan.
Wow.
I'm like,
wow. Hello, California. Welcome.
Right.
Welcome.
Is that, listen, speaking of the Kobe system, speaking of narcissism,
Kobe deserved it. He shot his way to victory.
And shot y'all out of it too sometimes, but, you know, it's fine.
Zamarcus Devon Scott from Texarkana, Arkansas, which already said Little Rock, by the way, bing, is putting his bid in for the biggest stand for Queen Bee. Or is it Queen Bey? B, right? Queen Bee. Okay. Authorities arrested Scott last month at the Texarkana Regional Airport after he told investigators that he planned to fly a plane to an on-the-run show in another state, according to the route. It all started when airport security called police.
Of course the route had this, of course.
Well, they always get it first.
Of course.
It all started when airport security called police after they spotted Scott hopping a fence in an attempt to board an American Eagle twin-engine jet. Police said they found Scott in the pilot seat, apparently ready to take off. Today, he was officially charged with 2 felonies, including commercial burglary and attempting to steal property with a value greater than $25,000. If convicted, Scott faces anywhere between 3 and 10 years in prison. I hope he escapes and then he goes on the run.
Oh man, like that's Beyonce doesn't want you to go to jail for her. Like, come on, man, we gotta stand in a better. We gotta stand better than this. Like, please don't go to jail, please. Like, like I'm just thinking, what if he really had like started the plane up and like got it moving? Like, he probably would have crashed into somebody and killed somebody. Or what if he had got it in the air? It's just, there is all sorts of fucked up shit going on with this dude. And I can't believe he made it to the pilot seat. Like, why was the door even open?
Cause how the fuck, they don't expect you to hop a fence for a airplane? What? Niggas ain't getting close to planes. Like, what? Like, who? Like, I didn't know they just kept the keys on the right above.
In the visor?
Yeah, open up the visor, the keys fall out. I didn't even know that. And also, here's a direct quote. Like I told you to steal a plane. No, Hove did that. So hopefully you won't go through that. Like,
I swear, I bet when Beyonce sees like these stands like doing like really, really ignorant shit, I bet she scrunches her face up like she did in that video where she was singing Resentment and she was screaming, talking about, I know she was attractive, and then somebody out in the audience was like, no, that bitch wasn't.
Oh.
And Beyonce scrunched her face up. Like, she was so disgusted. I swear that's the face she makes whenever she's reading what these stands are doing. Like,
that's why she don't talk. That's why she don't talk to us.
Yep.
I like how you said us.
Well, I mean, I'll convert it to the Hive. I ain't crazy, but I'll convert it to the Hive. But that's why she don't talk to us, because listen, we have to be honest. Niggas, and I'm using that gender friendly, love Beyonce. And then niggas are crazy about Beyonce. Mm-hmm. And Beyonce, first of all, Beyonce a Virgo, so you know she petty. So that's number one. I bet Beyonce be looking like, these motherfuckers. Like, it's like, you know how Blue be fed up with Beyonce and Jay? That's how Beyonce be fed up with us when she see the stands that be doing crazy shit. She be like, I can't. It's like when you were little and your mama saw you wilding and she wanted to tell you to sit your ass down, but she knew you weren't gonna listen and did it anyway. And she just looking at you like, you little raggedy motherfucker. That's how I assume Beyonce be looking at us when the Hive gets crazy.
I want to enjoy Beyonce and more than I do, but I just don't want to enjoy Tidal.
Oh,
I love Beyonce, and listen, I know y'all hate Jay-Z, but I enjoy Jay-Z. I know he ain't shit, but I enjoy it. I'll be that part of the Hive.
I love the way you said it. Was just like, I still enjoy Jay-Z. I will still listen to a whole verse.
She forgave her nigga. I'm cool, okay? She forgave her nigga. No. Now, I ain't got to forgive him. But it also ain't about their relationship.
This nigga, did he really just walk with me as I walk with Jesus, y'all, about not listening to Jay-Z?
No, because it really is, there really are lines in the sand as far as the Hive is concerned.
Yeah.
And,
go ahead, Shanta.
That they love Beyonce, and hate Jay-Z, partly because I'm sure some people, I at least for me, I was of the mind that I basically bought into the possibility that it wasn't, that the stuff that I was listening to and coming in contact with from the time where I wasn't always fucking with her to the time that I am fucking with her, that maybe it's not all the way true. Maybe somebody else wrote those lyrics. Maybe it's inspired by something else. And then the other stuff comes out and it's like, oh my God, Ring the Alarm is true. Like, it's just like, and you think about all these different songs, there's a consistent line of what sounds like this dude ain't shit, you know. And it's just like, but at the same time,
I love
like,
how Rashanii is just listening to all of this, like, God damn.
This is great. But at the same time, like what Jeremy said, it's just like she forgave him, and you know, he is of the mind that he has moved on. There's other people in the Hive that are basically like, you know, it's Beyonce and that nigga, you know, are in concert.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that's really it, you know. And
pretty
they
much,
get
it's people in the Hive that obviously they love Beyonce because that's why they're in the Hive, and like, I guess that nigga can come too, but only because they love Beyonce, not because they like Jay-Z, because as far as they concerned, Jay-Z is dead. As far as they concerned. Then there's another faction of the Hive where they acknowledge that Jay-Z was trash, and what he did to Beyonce was trash, but they're like, that's my fave forgave her nigga, so I can forgive her nigga. And we can move on and enjoy the music and shit. Then there's another part of the Hive where they just here for the jokes. That's more or less why I lean, to be honest, because it's not my relationship, not my marriage. I can objectively say that, nigga, Jay-Z, it shouldn't have took you 50 fucking years to learn how to act like you got some goddamn sense. But, you know, growth comes or whatever. But I'm primarily here, and I'm glad that your family, just from as a fan of both Beyonce and Jay-Z individually as artists, and looking at them and their humanity, I'm glad that y'all worked that shit out. However, Jay-Z, nigga, you are goddamn near 50. It should have took you damn near 50 fucking years to learn, oh, maybe I should not cheat on my motherfucking wife. It shouldn't have took you that goddamn long, my nigga. But at the end, beginning, and middle of the day, I'm here for the jokes. And listen, let me tell you something. Whether it's in a joking manner or it's, nigga, if it weren't for Beyonce, I will burn you alive manner, when the Hive is fed up with Jay-Z, those jokes be hilarious. Nigga, when they did the goddamn, the first showing for On the Run, and the whole timeline, no, when it was Coachella, and she brought him out, and the whole timeline was like, ugh. That shit had me screaming. I was screaming, laughing. I was like, God damn, y'all hate this nigga. And here's the thing. Because I feel like people kind of do the most on both sides of it, to be perfectly honest. Like, I do feel that on the one hand, some of the Hive, you know, you can feel how you feel about it. I do think they project a lot and do a lot far as Beyonce and Jay-Z is concerned. But at the same time, on the flip side, while jokes are getting told or while people are having objective opinions like, yeah, it shouldn't have took you 50 fucking years to learn how to act like you got some sense, it's another faction of people on the outside looking in that try to project and say, oh, y'all just don't like to see happiness and blah, blah, blah. And it's pump your brakes. Pump your brakes is not that goddamn deep. Like, we can objectively say, nigga, you too motherfucking old to have just now learned how to treat your wife. There's nothing wrong objectively saying that shit. You can be happy for his growth and, you know, that they happy or whatever. And you gotta also say, nigga, if this wasn't what it took you, then goddamn, because nigga, you was wilding. Like, cause I feel like people do a lot on both sides, to be perfectly honest. But again, I'm mostly just here for the jokes.
And I'm of the mind that call me when she's doing a solo album. That's me. When it's a solo album, I'm in there like swimwear. Don't subject me to Sean. I'm done. I fuck with Sean up to a certain level, you know, up to a certain album, and then I'm kind of like, okay, I don't really want to fuck with Sean anymore. So no.
But see, that's also the beauty of Beyonce. She don't care what we think.
That's true. That's true.
She's like, y'all go get my nigga.
and I'm going to be gritted in his face, and I'm going to be grinding on him, and I might get pregnant again if I feel like it. That's her nigga. That's her nigga. That's why they was rolling around in the bed naked and everything. That's like,
ooh, and that nigga was looking like a foot. Ooh, that's an ugly ass nigga. Ooh, goddamn. Ooh, goddamn. Ooh, shit. I do enjoy you, Jay-Z, but goddamn, you ain't an ugly nigga. Good lord, that nigga look like a Goomba from Mario. Goddamn.
Oh no, not a Goomba.
Ooh, shit. Goddamn.
Like a man, like from the movie though, right?
No, the video game. No, he looks like one from the video game.
Oh yeah, no, you talking about the little turtle shell thing? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You look like a Koopa. You damn sure do.
Okay.
But he does have, Beyonce, so he won in life, and he richer than I'll ever be. But I'll be goddamn if that nigga ain't ugly. Ooh, shit. And he ain't always used to look like that.
No, he didn't. He used to be like kind of like questionably cute.
Questionably cute.
No, like come on, man. Like there's some people who are just like, especially, and I feel like it's more so with dudes.
Ugly fine is a thing. Ugly
basically,
fine.
Yes. It's just like there's some dudes who are just like, the right angle, the right, outfit, this, that. He aight. But I feel like age and probably him cheating, the confirmation that he's cheated on Beyonce has tainted whatever type of ugly fine that he might have been riding with through Blueprint and the Black Album and everything else.
Mm-hmm. That karma. Mm-hmm. That karma. But yeah, ugly fine is definitely a thing. Jay-Z used to be, in my opinion, Jay-Z used to be handsome. Now that nigga look like a Furby.
Damn. Hairs.
I mean, listen, that's the other thing. At the very least, when I say that people like project, talking about like you don't want to see happiness, quote unquote, listen, at the very least, Jay-Z gonna get these jokes. At the very least. That's of all the shit he has done, which he has, in my opinion, made amends for. And he one of the few people where I don't necessarily mind the growth conversation to a degree, because while at the same time, I don't feel he should get a pass for just now growing, I do feel that he's one of the people that has not done just lip service with that shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when motherfuckers down that hill for growth, they do it for people that just do lip service and shit. I feel like Jay-Z, again, I started this off saying Beyonce a petty ass Virgo. She put that nigga through the ringer. And he deserved it. I sincerely believe she put that nigga through it. Through it. So I feel that he really has made amends. But with that said, at the very least, he's going to catch these jokes. And that's what he deserves. At the very least, he deserves these jokes. Because that nigga definitely looks like an end table.
Oh my God. It's like you look like a piece of furniture. And not even furniture that I want to sit on.
Right. He looks like that table in your grandma's house that she don't have nothing but her cigarette butts on. But
Oh man.
But I don't know how we got on this tangent, but yes.
I'm gonna have to tell some. Well, I probably would never tell anybody that they look like an end table, but I'll think it.
It's fine. Although I have to disagree with Shanta. I enjoyed the joint album. I did. I listened to Nice damn near every day, except for when Pharrell come on, then I cut it off. Cause he didn't.
What? Why it sounds like you did the typing?
It's just so much that's right about that song, and then Pharrell come on, and it makes it worse because he produced the damn song. Like Jay-Z's verse was fire, his flow was fire. Beyonce's verse, that is a mood. That is a mood every fucking day. Her verse was fire, the beat is fire, and then Pharrell just come on, and then just the whole song just go to shit. And his verse is the last verse.
Oh,
and it's bad. It's like how you produce a song and then suck on your own song. How?
He been taking care of them kids and done fucked up. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a lot different making records when you're single. Now you trying to take care of some kids. Brain fog.
When you do parentery. Good luck, everybody.
Wrap it up before you slap it up.
You know what? That needs to be on the shirt. That needs to be on the shirt.
Montgomery's the capital of Alabama.
This is true.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yes. And Bethune-Cookman is the capital of Miami.
Oh.
See, now I would have been like, oh, it's FAMU, but...
You're going to get an email from Justin from 3/5.
So, a man in St. Joseph's County, Michigan, has found a way to make ride-sharing even more scenic. He calls it Amish Uber. He's adding some horsepower to ride-sharing. The newest taxi service in Cologne has 4 wheels, 4 legs, and good gas mileage. Inside his horse and buggy, people share a ride, and he gets to share some stories, and everyone's happy. See a need, feel a need, I guess. $5 for a Uber horse.
Okay, so it's Amish, right?
Yes.
Am I wrong in thinking that they don't have, like, cell phones?
Or electricity.
Right, that's, like, I thought they didn't fuck with technology like that. It's like, how are you ordering how are you
Find out people need you?
Yeah, like I don't know. Maybe they got a loophole. Maybe there's something that, it might be one of those things where you go to somebody's elder and you say, like, look, I got this poppin'. Can we get this poppin'? And maybe they're like, yes. Like maybe there's a phone someplace that they can use and that they contact him and he's like the only dude with a cell phone or something. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, but it doesn't have to make sense because I'm not there.
Carrier pigeon, maybe?
Message in a bottle.
Genie in a bottle.
Gotta rub me the right way. Ew.
Yo, can I go on a quick tangent real quick?
Of course you will.
Yo, I was coming home from the gym today, and Ralph Tresvant's Sensitivity came on the radio.
Oh, God.
That is a broke boy ass song if I've ever heard one.
I told
that motherfucker said you don't need a man with money. Bitch, what?
Yes, he does.
Nigga, excuse me? Nigga, you can't pay bills with love. I can't pay Georgia Power with emotional intelligence, you broke motherfucker. What are you talking about, Ralph? That's why in the New Edition documentary, goddamn, they weren't feeling that shit when they came over to your house. They said that shit whack. You broke ass nigga, you. This nigga said you don't need a man with money. Then what the fuck how? Hoomst don't need nobody with money. Listen, let me tell you something. Hoomst
does not need funds.
I don't need funds. Boy, fuck you.
I don't need money. I need someone with sensitivity.
Okay, you go to your damn
You didn't let me explain why. I need somebody.
Pull up the lyrics, Shanta. Fuck that. Pull up the lyrics.
I already know the lyrics. I've spoken on this. I sang this at a talent show, and at the point where I said don't need a man who will give you money, I threw $1 out into the crowd, and then had to get off the stage to get my $1 back.
That's so funny.
So I know this song, and the reason why you need a man with sensitivity is so then he can know when your bath water's hot enough while he's running your water, I guess. I don't bloody know. Like, that's, like, okay, you don't need a man who's going to help you pay the bills? No? Okay, that's fine. Why isn't...
So you need... Yo, this is... You know what this is? This is Lawrence's theme song. From Insecure.
Oh,
this
from Insecure?
Yes.
Oh.
This is Lawrence's song in season 1 before he got that job at Best Buy.
Rest in peace, Lawrence.
Speaking of which, Insecure coming back, which means y'all niggas gonna be arguing.
Yes, I'm ready.
Gender
for the
wars. Gender wars bike.
Let's go. Let's in this corner. I'm ready.
I say y'all because I'm just gonna be watching because I casually watch Insecure, so I don't be as invested as y'all do. But I'll be laughing at the gender wars.
It's hilarious. No, that's because Lawrence Hive ain't shit. That's all that is. Lawrence Hive ain't shit.
Yo, did you see that one where they petitioned Easter to get Lawrence back on the show?
Yes. Like, petitioned it and then paid, I think, for like a sponsored tweet. So it would like get to more people. That's what was so wild. Like, they paid for it. Like, whoever paid it probably don't even pay their child support. But they want Lawrence on the show. Like, no. It was silly. It was so silly. But I'm actually glad that Lawrence isn't on the show because I feel like it was just a stagnant plot. It's just like, nah, we don't need no will they, won't they kind of bullshit. Let him go on and go be with his other girl and do his tech job. And, you know, it's LA. Motherfuckers don't see each other sometimes. It's fine. We will make it.
I just wanted Tasha to stick around. I liked her. I don't even know if that's her real name on the show. I haven't watched it enough to remember everybody's name.
Yeah.
But the one who read Lawrence and was like, you're a bad guy who thinks he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't her and the actor that played Joe have a baby in real life?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, that's why she ain't on the show anymore. Okay, just checking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, probably. But yeah. But she was a, people lost their mind. Well, people were very upset at her.
Why?
I think. Well, you know, because they felt like she was coming, they felt like she was coming on strong.
Coming on strong.
She was coming on strong in the beginning.
Damn.
You know, while he was still with Issa. And then, then they got together. Whatever, But anyway, they should have been mad at Lawrence. Fuck them blue shirts.
Like the
fuck
way
all
you
receive me. I'll burn your blue shirt.
God damn.
And I love the way you release me.
Nah, I got beef with Lawrence Hive, but
let's talk about it. Shit, fuck it. Let's talk about it.
Oh no, it's just like what.
Well, I mean, I can't tell y'all what to do because this ain't my show. But.
Right. No, but just it was.
Damn, she said right. Like just shut you down real quick. Right.
Right.
No. It was, I just feel like I feel like there were, motherfuckers who don't want to take responsibility for stuff were so hell bent on making sure that Lawrence wasn't like wasn't at fault with the way his relationship was going. It was just like he had a hand in this shit. Like, it's stressful to be taking care of somebody while they're doing what they're doing, and like, yes, he was struggling, but I don't think they didn't make it seem like he was, they made it seem like he was sad, but not like clinically depressed.
Yeah.
And I feel like people harped on him like being depressed, and it was just like, wait, that's not what the show was talking about. This is just a dude kind of sitting on the couch, and and that's what it was. He missed her birthday. That's what it was. It was like he missed her birthday, and it was just like, dude, this is her birthday. Like, how do you just like, let's stay in the house? Like, it's her birthday.
I think the thing for me was, because I got into it late, and I think, and on the outside looking in before I watched the show, I thought it was just fascinating, like the hives and the teams and the, this, that, and the third. And then when I watched the show, I actually got mad at the timeline, because when I was watching it, I was like, You motherfuckers be on my goddamn timeline every Sunday going into the week arguing and picking sides and fighting, and all these niggas trashed. Every single last one of these motherfuckers trashed. The least problematic person on the show is probably Kelly. She's probably the least problematic person on the show. But I'm like, all these niggas are trash. And y'all be going up my goddamn timeline every day arguing and starting gender wars over this shit, and everybody is objectively flawed and fucked up in some way.
Yeah.
And
but
that was the most fascinating thing to watch for me.
Yeah, but that's also because, you know, motherfuckers on the timeline don't like each other. So then you got people.
They were
so then you got
each other through Insecure. Yeah.
So then you got people who are projecting their lack of taking responsibility or whatever, you know, whatever negative trait they have, excusing it in another, excusing it in a character, and then people are reacting. It's just that kind of thing going on.
Yeah. No, motherfuckers are using Issa and Lawrence to sub each other.
I miss Twitter sometimes, and I remember it's Twitter, and then I don't miss it anymore. So thank y'all for reminding me of why I don't miss Twitter. I appreciate these moments. The opportunities are often fleeting, but yet at the same time, you come with the real, and I admire that. That's all. That's it. Y'all are good people. I'm gonna put you on my wheel. What you want, the dog or the house payment? The dog's at the door right now, so y'all better choose quick, because that little nigga, he's the honeymoon is over for that dog. I mean, I like him, but he's aggressive. He's a little feisty. And so I'm my heart is looking at the dough. Nah, he's a cutie. I like him. Dizzy's cool. So, Jeremy, before Shanta was so quick to tell you that this wasn't your motherfucking show.
Oh my god.
Right?
Because that happened. What was it you wanted to talk about? Was it just Issa and not Issa?
No, it was that damn Ralph Tresvant song.
Right.
That's all.
Right. Okay, cool.
That is a broke boy anthem.
It is. It's actually the nice guy broke boy anthem.
Yo, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And when you think of it in that regard, you can't unsee that. That there's just a ton of niggas out there who ain't got nothing to bring to the table for you at all, ladies and gentlemen, you know, who are just like, you don't need a man who will give you money. Oh, you just want them thug niggas, because I got sensitivity for you. You need a man like me with sensitivity. Nah, nigga, she need a man with an actual plan. Or a lady, you know, whatever. Just need somebody who's better than your ass. That's really all she needs. She needs someone who doesn't live with mom.
Even if you do live with mom, nigga, be contributing or something shit.
That would be the bomb. Someone in the basement.
Yeah, that whole thing, like, don't need a man that'll give you money. Like, you could have money.
He started the song out with that, too.
And be sensitive. Like, I think that's what's...
I feel like he didn't pick his music. I feel like somebody else chose his songs for him and was like, you need to sing this song next. And he was like, I don't like it. And they were
no. What if he was, like, appealing to the pick-me sensibilities of 80s women? You know, like she, you know, because the whole, you know, because even now, you have women who are told that they shouldn't just want a man who has money, or they should be okay with a man who doesn't have any money, because that, you know, if they're not that way, it makes them selfish, and they're not, you know, they don't want to grow with a dude, all this different kind of stuff. So that's why it was like, you don't need a man that'll give you money, because it's like, oh, you know, you don't need that. You're a strong, independent woman, or you're just a woman who, you know, you're not worried about how much money a dude makes. What you care about is what's on the inside. You know, you want somebody who you love, who you can be intimate with. It's not about how much money he gives you and all this, like that kind of shit. Like, motherfuckers be like, women get that kind of message, and then they go out into the world and they're told that they shouldn't want somebody who can provide for them. But then they get shamed for being with somebody who can't provide for them or whatever.
Like, it's so stupid. Like, when you really think about it, because, you know, and the other thing would be like, so that's the catch-22, like what you just said, like we socialize women into believing that they should care about all that, you know, sensitivity, just using it as a catch-all term, right? That they should want a man with that, but then at the same damn time, we don't socialize men to be emotionally intelligent enough to provide that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, what's sensitive to you, man? Hey, man, sensitive to me is when I get a hot towel after I nut. Like, is that
right? Like, this is why I pay. And you know what? I'm glad. And since we're here, I've been thinking about this, and I wouldn't say it on Twitter because I know how Twitter is. But, and I think I might have said something similar to it, but just not in these exact words. And I've been trying to paint exactly how to say it. But, you know, we family, so, I mean, fuck it. And, you know, ain't nobody gonna beat my ass, so it's whatever. I feel that some, obviously not all, but some women wouldn't be so hard, air quotes, on broke men if on the flip side, men socialize, you know, boys and, you know, ourselves, if we had more tangible things to offer besides money, you know, under the umbrella of patriarchy, right? Like, if we did value women more, like, far as their safety goes, if we did value women, if we did develop our boys to be more emotionally intelligent, if we did offer more to women other than money and dick, I'm not saying it would be every woman, obviously, but, you know, maybe more women would be, I don't know, not so harsh on finances. You know, Shanta, correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't necessarily have the right words for it, but I'm hoping that in my jumbled speech, y'all can kind of pick up what I'm putting down.
Well, yeah, I mean, what it sounds like is if we socialize men to have more to offer, then the impact of women critiquing them or criticizing those two things wouldn't be as harsh. Because right now, if all you got is these two things and these women are talking shit on it, then it's basically gonna sound like a bomb going off, because all you got is those two things.
Yes, or if you don't have those two things.
Right, well, yes, like if you don't have those two things, or if you do have those two things, anything said against it is just like, well, that's it. You know, you ain't got nothing going on. You know, you ain't got no money, and you ain't got, you know, and you're insufficient as far as sex is concerned. So, and that's all you got. So yeah, where if it was, yes, if they were more sensitive, or if they provided more, if they provided more care and safety and yes, and all that different kind of stuff, it probably, those criticisms would probably come across differently.
Yeah, probably. And for the record, I just want to make this known. That ain't women's responsibility to fix. Right. That's men's responsibility, because which is also why patriarchy is so goddamn stupid. Because not only does it, obviously the effects and the suffrage is, obviously women suffer more under patriarchy, but it also is like, it cripples men so much, and it's so stupid why we cling on to it. It's so goddamn stupid.
There you go.
Oh, well, okay. All right. You know, all right. So, an acclaimed Chinese novelist who murdered 4 people and used the memory as inspiration for his stories was sentenced to death yesterday, 23 years after committing the killings.
Yikes.
I mean,
like so how'd they find out?
Let's see, they were both sentenced to death, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say if he turned himself in an interview. He revealed that although the killings had inspired his novel, he had never based any of the characters on the real people he murdered. He also said the memories of the murders that haunted him felt worse than dying. Unfortunately for authorities at the time, the guest house they murdered people in did not have surveillance cameras and did not keep information about their guests. As a result, the case went unsolved for 22 years. DNA.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. DNA. And now that he got caught, it's like, I feel so bad about this now. I feel horrible that this happened now. Kind of like, Jay-Z. I'm just saying,
like you alive, you enjoying your whole lifestyle as an author and everything, and now you feel bad.
Nigga, listen to Family Feud. Like, I haven't listened to that album but twice, because thanks title, but he feels bad about it now. Like, he didn't know how to be a good person until he became a father.
Which is such the case with so many cishet men, which is sad. Again, that emotional intelligence that we don't develop in boys.
Nah, nigga, these niggas who say that are the same niggas who say they gotta babysit their kids this weekend.
Wow.
Hey, what you doing this weekend, nigga? I can't go out. I gotta babysit my kids. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
So Future, basically.
Don't even get me started. As a stepfather, don't even get me started on that nigga. Or young, slim thug, whoever. Fuck every shit. I don't even like Russell Wilson, and I'm a Seahawk fan. But y'all niggas ain't gonna be sitting here talking about him just because he's a stepfather doing better than either of them could do with taking care of their own kids.
Shout out to Slim Thug. Well, not shout out, obviously, the obvious sarcasm, but shout out to Slim Thug for basically being twin Lannister.
Wait, which one?
The dad. I said the name.
Okay.
Yeah, Cersei and Jeremey dad.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy, got any shout outs?
Yes, my friends, yes. I want to say shout out to, I got several people to shout out. Shout out to first of all, shout out to y'all, as always. Thank you all for having me on, y'all family, and the great things that y'all doing over here. Shout out to my friends, Candace and Curtis. Shout out to Candace for launching a new show on the CSPN with her husband Mike, the Not So Newlywed podcast, which is going to be a podcast about marriage and love, and from different perspectives. It's going to be an inclusive show. It's not just going to be cishet relationships. Candace and Mike are going to include a broad spectrum of people and identities and such, and it's going to be great. So shout out to her for that. Shout out to Curtis. If you don't know who Curtis is, if y'all listen to Ratchet Ramblings, that's me and Candace's friend who used to come on every now and then it turned into monthly, and now he's a permanent third co-host. And shout out to him for one, enhancing our show, number one. Number two, basically being the HR over at CSP. We love a brand, and Curtis is very particular about branding. And he getting us to fuck together over at CSPN. And also shout out to him for his new venture of the directory for queer podcasts by people of color. I don't want to fuck up the name, so I ain't gonna fuck up my friend's name like that. But follow him at Trilificent on Twitter and get familiar. If you listen to Guest Our Stories, he just did basically an announcement about it. And it's a directory, and it's a lane that hadn't been filled because it's like you try to look for like queer podcasts by queer people and queer people of color. That's not really a directory where like, hey, you can go find XYZ and such. Like, it's not really a lane for that. And Curtis had an idea to do it, and Candace, him and Candace worked tirelessly, getting the logo, getting the directory, getting the podcast and the idea and stuff. So shout out to them, my amazing friends. I want to say shout out to Don for putting up with my ass because, listen, let me tell you something. This director of a podcast network ain't no easy shit. And Don is president and I'm vice president. So, and Lord knows he put up with a lot with my ass. So shout out to him. Cause listen, let me tell you something. This shit is not, I low-key miss when I just used to be a podcaster instead of the vice president or vice head of a network, because this shit is a lot. As we've been recording, I've been editing and uploading some shit on the website, so this shit is not easy. But yeah, and thank you to everyone that is rocking with the CSPN. Bringing out new hashtag content. We just launched a Patreon for the network. So, you know, get you some bonus content, get in there. And one more shout out, then I'm gonna shut the hell up. And it's not necessarily a shout out per se, but it's since I had the platform, one of my closest friends. If you want to follow her at name is Ace Red Bandit. And that's Bandit with the 1 for the I. She very bravely earlier today put up her cash out because she unfortunately is going through some very hard times. So if you're listening to this podcast and you want to support one of my closest friends, one of the dearest people that I know, if you want to support her, it's in her pinned tweet on her profile. And again, her at name is Ace Red Bandit with 1 for the I. So if you want, if you can, I greatly appreciate it, helping out someone that I really love and care about. And I know that she will greatly appreciate it. She has no idea that I'm doing this. But this is just me, trying to help out a friend with the platform of voice that I have. So, yeah, help out my friend if you can, and thank you. And now I'm gonna shut up.
Shanta?
First, I want to send condolences out to Outlaw Bars podcast.
Yes.
They lost one of their hosts, Deadly Diva. Yes. And there is a GoFundMe going on to help, I'm sure with everything and help with her daughter. So, you know, check out Fanbros, check out Outlaw Bars Pod. That's BARZ, pod. And, if you can donate to that GoFundMe, go ahead and do that. And that's it.
We're here because of you. We're here for you. And if you ever need us to walk with you, talk with you, counsel you, listen to you, we're only a second away. It's very important in this day and age that you embrace those who are embracing you, because life is hard and it's very, very fleeting. You may not think it's fleeting, but people are slipping away every day. So the folks that you have with you, the real ones, let them know how you feel about them. Let them know how you feel about yourself, and be honest and be open. Check in on your strong friends. Check in on your weak friends. we're always available. And it's scary to be open and to be honest, but sometimes that is the most freeing that you'll ever be. Freedom is in tears. Freedom is in love. Freedom is in trust. And I hope that y'all find what you're looking for in that. Happy birthday to Kid Awesome. Yesterday was his birthday. He's 11. Happy birthday to Sherazar. Yesterday was her birthday. She's older than 11. I won't go any further than that. Happy birthday to Miss Angela Davis. She's older than 11. I won't go any further than that. And shout out to all the Leos out there this year's season. I see that all the fucking time now, so I may as well say it. We love those who... We love y'all. We love y'all. And constantly hope for the best for y'all. Check out Jeremy's Patreon. Check out our Patreon. I think that's about it. The capital of South Dakota is Mount Rushmore. I looked.
One more birthday. Fallon also had a birthday recently.
Shout out to Fallon.
Yeah,
one of my favorite people. I am constantly just awed at how much I don't know, and I find out a good majority of it from talking to you, Fallon, and Nisha. I find out I don't know shit when I talk to Nisha. Like, she'll tell me straight up, you don't know shit. She won't tell me, nigga, you don't know shit. She'll just let me know, oh so not caringly, because she's a fucking Virgo, that I don't know shit. And that she knows everything. And even if I'm right, I'm still wrong for bringing it to the wrong person. I love how Virgos can just loop stuff back on you so you feel badly. That's a whole nother story. This is Single Simulcast, episode 310. Y'all be good. We love each and every one of y'all. We out. Peace.
This is Single Simulcast.
Don't know by now that you slip.